Hi everyone, Mr. Peabody here. Um, I'm going to talk about something off the beaten track. I'm not talking about movies, I'm not talking about music, I'm not singing. I'm sorry, I know I do that quite a lot. I'm talking about nursing. Right, now, let's talk about dressing a person. Dressing a person. Most people think, oh, parents, they have to dress their children all the time. Yeah, they do. And a lot of parents complain. It's like, well, they throw their arms all over the place and they don't want to put their legs in, and like dressing a child is easy. It's a cakewalk. You know, no sympathy here. Try dressing an adult. Right now, dressing an adult is a complete different kettle of fish. Why? Because you're talking about a person that's been dressing themselves for many, many years, and all of a sudden they need help. Right? How would you feel if, like, all of a sudden you couldn't do your buttons up? You couldn't stretch out your arm to put it through a sleeve. You know, you you've been able to do it for years, and all of a sudden you can't do it. Now a nurse will come in there, and this is the way they should do it. They are their they are the assistant. It's like they'll approach you and say, "Oh, do you think you want to get dressed now? Um, you know, do you mind if I help you with this? And can you do up your buttons? You can't. It's like, do you mind if I help you with the buttons?" That's how I always approached it, and believe me, I got in trouble for it all the time. People would say I'm too slow, all that. What's my job as a nurse? My job is to promote dignity, health, and independence, right? So if you need a little bit more time to do up your buttons, I'm going to let you take it. And, it's like, that's a good thing to me. But I got in trouble for it so many times. He's way too slow, anything like that. But every person that I took care of, I took care of well. Why do I bring this up? Because these things are all in my memory, and I left nursing because I was badgered out, and it annoys me. But I want to promote nursing, and I want them to get paid better. Um, this is the deal, right? We go through Australian university to get a nursing degree, right? A lot of girls get poached. Sorry, girls and guys. Sorry, get poached from other countries because they know the level of training that we've had. And Australian hospitals are leeching the system and dropping their staff numbers, right? And more, a nurse has to approach a patient that has messed themselves and say, "I'm sorry." This is what we do. We approach the person. It's like, you messed yourself. It's like, well, we don't walk up and say you messed yourself. We walk up and say, "I'm sorry that I wasn't there to help you when you needed help." That's what a nurse does. And we don't have the staff levels, and they bring up this in every election campaign. We're going to boost the levels. We're going to boost the levels. They never do. Australian politics is ridiculous. Take care of your own. Forget about everybody else. Take care of your own backyard before you start forking out money and sending $40 million to Fiji so they can have a soccer team. You know, take care of your own backyard, right? Take care of your nurses. You keep on forking out money for the police. The nurses are in the same position. They're dealing with the same people, and most of the time, the nurses are one-on-one with all these people. Who's the front line in a hospital? It's the nurse, right? Who's front line in an emergency room? The nurse. Where's the doctor? He might come around in 5-10 minutes, maybe 15, maybe 30. But the nurse is one-on-one with all these people, front line. So, yeah, so this stuff sort of really annoys me, that the nurses that we train are not paid enough, and I'm not surprised they're poached by other countries. And the nurses that we do get are from other countries that are not trained the same way, and they're trained mechanically. Grab this person, shove them in the shower, spray them with water, put their clothes on, crank them out, put them over there. That's not how Australian nurses are trained. Independence and dignity. So yeah, it pisses me off.